You're listening to the Core Factors audio library, spoken versions of Core Factors articles and research created to support accessibility and for listening on the go. This piece is titled Unlocking Motivation and Growth with Type Elements. The following narration reflects the original content and intent of the written article.
Unlocking Motivation and Growth with Type Elements. Understanding the complexity of high performers. High-performing individuals are essential to organizational success. They consistently deliver results, uphold high standards, and often influence the performance of those around them. Yet sustaining their engagement and growth requires more than assigning additional responsibility or offering incentives. High performers differ widely in what motivates them and how they maintain performance over time. Some are driven by mastery, others by connection, structure, creativity, or impact. Without understanding these differences, even well-intended development efforts can miss the mark. Type Elements provides a deeper view into these patterns by examining psychological preferences, subscales, and personality formations that shape how high performers stay motivated, respond to challenge, and sustain engagement. Cognitive preferences and motivation. Motivation is closely tied to how individuals naturally think, decide, and interact with their work. Core psychological preferences, such as judgment and perception, thinking and feeling, or sensing and intuition, offer insight into what energizes high performers and what may quietly drain them. For example, some high performers thrive on structure, clarity, and long-term planning. Others feel most engaged in dynamic, people-oriented environments where interaction and immediacy matter more than precision. Understanding these preferences allows managers and practitioners to tailor development in ways that support both performance and sustainability. Whole-type examples. Different paths to high performance. Consider two high performers with very different motivational profiles. An INTJ high performer is often energized by strategic work, long-range thinking, and opportunities to build expertise. They may feel most motivated when solving complex problems independently and contributing through insight and foresight. Highly repetitive tasks or limited autonomy can reduce engagement over time. An ESFP high performer, by contrast, often thrives in fast-paced, interactive environments. They are motivated by visible impact, social connection, and recognition. Rigid systems or isolated work may feel constraining and disengaging, even when performance remains strong. Neither approach is better. They simply reflect different pathways to sustained excellence. Subscales that reveal what drives performance. Type Elements subscales add critical nuance by showing how motivation is expressed in day-to-day behavior. One key distinction is outcome focus versus process focus. Outcome-focused high performers gain energy from measurable progress and clear results. They perform best when goals, deadlines, and benchmarks are explicit. Process-focused high performers are motivated by engagement, collaboration, and meaningful participation. They value how work is done as much as what is achieved. Another important distinction is criterion-based versus values-based decision-making. Criterion-based individuals are energized by logical clarity, objective standards, and data-driven evaluation. Values-based individuals are motivated when work aligns with personal or relational values, such as integrity, contribution, or team cohesion. A third area involves organized perception versus emergent methods. Those with organized perception prefer structure, planning, and predictable workflows. Emergent method individuals thrive in flexible environments that reward adaptation, creativity, and real-time problem-solving. Recognizing these patterns allows development to be aligned rather than imposed. Personality formations and long-term engagement. Sustaining high performance also depends on how individuals relate to challenge and change over time. Personality formations provide insight into resilience, confidence, and adaptability. Some individuals show high perseverance and persist through long-term goals, though they may need support in pacing and recovery. Others are more cautious about commitment, but excel when goals are framed in manageable stages. Belief in one's ability to succeed also matters. Some high performers carry strong self-confidence, while others quietly doubt their success despite objective evidence. Thoughtful feedback and development structure can make a meaningful difference here. Adaptation levels further shape engagement. Highly adaptive individuals adjust easily to change, while others perform best with preparation, stability, and clear boundaries. Understanding these dimensions helps practitioners support not just performance, but endurance. Unlocking sustainable growth. High performers do not disengage because they lack ability or ambition. They disengage when development no longer aligns with how they naturally operate or what sustains their energy. Type Elements provides a framework for understanding these deeper patterns. When development is aligned with cognitive preferences, subscale expression, and personality formation, growth becomes more sustainable, confidence strengthens, and engagement lasts longer. Supporting high performers is not about pushing harder. It is about aligning development with how people naturally think, decide, and respond to challenge.
This concludes the audio version of this Core Factors article. You can find the full written version and additional practitioner resources at corefactors.com.